悔させてやる。ああ、そうだ。きっと山田は死体になっても美しい。そしてその体は殺人鬼。そう、僕だけのものになるのだ。そんな妄想を夜な夜な繰り返しては自己嫌悪する。僕は頭がおかしい。
This right here, my friends, is how you do a episode 1. You come out strong. I'm telling you, you put your biggest home run hitter on plate and you just knock it out the park. This is how you do an episode number 1. You come and you deliver. You deliver a compelling, unique story. You character build. You give a couple of different plot devices and you breed something really interesting. And that's exactly what we have here with Dangers in My Heart episode number 1. This is a anime about a deranged character and somebody who has like killing on the brain all the time, and it's simply because you have somebody who's been kind of closed off, who doesn't feel like they fit into the world, so they kind of create this other version of themselves internally, and it all kind of begins to fall apart when you have somebody externally begin to kind of move in internally. And I just think that this episode really nailed what I've been preaching constantly, which is episode number 1 needs to come out and just really hit it out the park. It really give the viewer, me, you, a reason to be like, wow, if I didn't know about the source material, if I wasn't following this anime, this made me want to watch the anime. Not only was it really compelling, not only did we get 2 very, very unique characters, not only did we get an interesting plot device, but we also got really funny comedy. And if you have kind of been around the channel, especially when we start watching episode 1s of a brand new season, it's very important for these like romantic comedy style anime to really nail the comedy piece if that's what they're going for, and they really nailed it here. Like there was some really funny stuff here, and I'm gonna go through and I'll offer my opinion. But just for those who click off early, should you watch The Dangers in My Heart? Absolutely yes. I think this deserves to be on your higher list, especially if you have interest in romance or school or just comedy anime in general. I think that this shoots up to the list of your list. I think this should be something that we watch every single week. So what I'm hoping for is there's a big outpour of love on the video. I hope you guys, hit like, subscribe if you're not already, but then definitely like the main 2 things, hit like and let me know a comment down below if this made your list, because I'm basing this season, what anime we watch every single week, I'm basing the 8 to 10 anime I'm going to watch this season off of what you guys respond to off of the episode 1. So if you want to see me cover it all season long, let me know in the comments below just by simply commenting your thoughts and just hitting like. So definitely do that for me. So let's go through the episode here. So immediately we get introduced to our two cast members here. We get introduced to Ichikawa, and we get introduced to and his name's Kiyotaro. His name's Kiyotaro Ichikawa, and we get introduced to Anna Yamada, who is the class idol. So we get introduced to these two characters that are new to us, and we find out these certain things about Ichikawa. We find out that he's deranged. He imagines killing off all his classmates on the daily. He has a passionate urge inside him to just off all of them. The person that he wants to kill the most is Yamada, the most pretty girl in school, seemingly just because of her status. I like how the episode starts off with him kind of staring into her and like really like imagining what kind of depth. Oh, she's gonna look beautiful as a corpse and all this other stuff. And in staring at her, he gives her what I call the yum yum side eye. Not the bad side eye, not like the ugh, but like the what's up? You know what I mean? What's up, baby boy? That kind of side eye. But he takes it the wrong way. He's like, this girl. He ends up going, the next part of the episode, ends up going to a special place where he goes and eats alone, because of course he does, which is the library. And who does he find there? Gorging on food, he finds Yamada. And one thing we find out kind of in between this, these scenes is she's a big girl. And when I mean big, I don't mean like, she's like fat, but she's like a really tall girl. Like she has at least a foot on our boy here. She's a really tall girl. Like she towers over all the classmates. Anyways, he goes there and he sees her eating rice balls, and he sees her eating a party-sized potato chips. And he begins just observing her, and he puts her in a box akin to an ape. Now that, again, funny, just super funny, like from her and everything. And this girl was she was trying to talk to him with her mouth full, and she thought she really said something to him, and he was just like, I have no idea what she just said. Again, another funny moment. Then it moves on, and she works on a project. He hands her a box cutter. He imagines himself handing it to her, and her like being like, what are you, some kind of killer? He ends up doing it, and it seems, and we get revealed, that she might be a little dumb. She might be a little slow and not really up with it, as you would think somebody who is like really like the most popular girl in school would be. Then the episode continues moving. She returns the box cutter to him. She knows where he sits, so he's surprised by all of that. He tries to save her from crying by causing a scene in class. He's not very successful with it, but again, really funny. Then the episode moves on to the next part, which is his friend, or maybe I want to say friend, a classmate. We find out that he has a pervy classmate who's into big girls. Again, really funny stuff here, and I really enjoy that because the friend, they go back to the library. The friend really describes that he likes the like the bunks, and he just goes all in it. Again, it's really funny. And then him and Yamada, so Ichikawa and Yamada, as they're in the library, they pretend to be cats. Again, another really funny scene. Episode continues to move forward. We get a cringeworthy scene where, as he describes, a cringeworthy scene where Yamada apparently we find out that she's a model and she's in a magazine. So she goes to a local shop, a bookshop, and she wants people to notice her. She doesn't get noticed, and he decides to buy her book, kind of like, partially, he was already there to go get it, and then the other part is now pity. And this whole time, we find out that he's wearing a shirt that says death on it. Freaking Death Note guy. Last part of the episode is, and this was a really funny part as well, too, he witnesses some guy hitting on her, and she, again, is not in the up and up, so she didn't really catch all the social cues. She has like an innocent part to her, which is really cool. But long story short, this dude makes her uncomfortable and starts getting aggressive. So he decides to throw his bike into the lake and make a scene. Again, really funny stuff. And that's kind of where the episode ends off, is them making really cool eye contact. So overall, that just kind of summarized the episode, like summarize my opinions on the scenes. Like, I think, again, it's hitting really good comedy. You can tell there's a good romance that could bud between them. You can tell that they're going to be the yin and yang for each other. There is a big size difference, so that's going to be some pretty funny moments as well, too. But really, my main driving force, really, I really like this is, they both have these two, well, him mainly, he has this view of the world, view of himself, and he has a really funny-ass inner monologue, but when he tries to speak anything, it comes out as, like, gibberish and, like, 2 words. He's not really able to communicate very well. So I think she's going to be able to pull those things out of him, and his inner monologue will turn into outer monologue, which will just cause him to get closer. And for her, it seems like she has like a lot of ignorance as far as like the world goes. So it seems like he's going to be able to kind of bring those things out and kind of make her more aware of certain things as well too, where he's able to kind of maybe not pick up on his own cues, but he'll be able to pick up on her. So I'm going to really be like, I'm going to watch this one, whether we end up watching this every single week together or not. I'm going to be watching this one. I think this one was hilarious, and it really impressed me. So I'm excited to jump into The Dangers in My Heart and watch it all season long. I hope you guys are too. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. As always, I appreciate you guys being here. Spring season's officially here, and I'm so excited. All right, my friends, I'm going to see you guys on the next spring anime. Talk to you in the comments. Peace.